Welcome, my name is KETTLEBELL. I currently study at ISSA, International Sports Science and Association, and I work with the United States Army as a recruiter. Right now, in this video, I'm going to go ahead and put together a program that will better help you. I understand that you want to kind of improve, right, your vertical jump, endurance, speed, strength for the sport of basketball. I know that your position is a center, and I know that this program that I put together is definitely going to help you as far as improving your growth. So hopefully you like the rest of the video, and I know it's going to help you out. So right now I want to basically go through the basics of the program. So you're always going to start with some dynamic warm-up. After dynamic warm-up, you're going to your core training. Now this is important. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, that's when your strength is. Your strength days is going to take place. So on those days, you're going to be hitting the weights, okay? And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you're going to be hitting more of your drills and your endurance, okay? After all that, you're still going to be doing your static stretching. Right before your static stretching is going to be your cool down. So that's the basics of the warm-up, the basic of your program, all right? And the next one, we're going to go ahead and get into how you perform each drills, right? So we're going to take those sets, those basics of the program, and I'm just going to break it up into your kind of like your compartments. And we're going to see, and I'm going to demonstrate how you do those techniques. Alright, so our first warm-up is going to be the high knees. The high knees is a very simple warm-up. Right? The one factors you want to make sure you focus on is make sure you're landing on your toes, and then make sure you do move your arms. Okay, your knees is going to go about parallel before coming back down. All right, let me demonstrate. That is the high knees. Now you can do the high knees in a forward motion, or you can do it stationary like I just did. Alright, so the next exercise, the dynamic stretch, is going to be the backwards run. The backwards run is very, very simple. Essentially, all you're doing is running with backwards. Okay, this is a very good way to warm up, because just like all warm-ups, you want to go ahead and engage the entire body, get the blood flowing. Right? That goes with, like I said, every dynamic stretch. So, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate. Make sure you know what's behind you, so you don't go ahead and run into anything, especially if you're outside. You should definitely have about 30 meters in between. Don't use just this kind of small space. This is just for demonstration purposes. So try to have kind of like a good distance in between you guys. All right? The next is the sideline. Sideline is a great warm-up just because it helps with your legs, right? As far as, like I said, the warm-up is supposed to kind of engage the whole body, right? So this gives a lot of blood, right? Kind of muscle activation as well. One of the key things to take from this is make sure you're not leaning too forward at the hips. You want to kind to dip down, kind of like in a squat. Make sure your back is still neutral, and then you want to make sure your opposite leg is straight, right? So the one that you kind of, if you're leaning to one side, the opposite side that you're not leaning towards, you want to make that almost as straight as possible, okay? And then you want to explode back up, right back to the middle, and then go again on the next side, all right? This is the demonstration. The last of our dynamic stretching is going to be arm rotations. It's going to be short, small, and then arm rotations large, right? All that simply means is you want to move the arms in a small circle versus a large circle. This is great because at this point we're already kind of engaged in our entire body with the running backwards, the side lunges, and the high knees. Now we're just trying to get our upper body as far as shoulder rotation, rotator cuffs. We're trying to get that a little bit better, right? So here's a demonstration. Arms straight out. What you can do is make small motions in front. All right, you can do this for about 10 seconds. Okay, you want to stop, go ahead and go reverse. And in the same motion, you could go ahead and just go straight into your large. All right, go ahead and move a large motion. Stop, and then reverse. Great exercise for warming up your shoulders, especially if you're about to do any type of bench press or big weightlifting, or honestly before any sport as well. So There you go. So like I said, right after the dynamic workout, so dynamic stretching, we'll go straight into our core exercises, okay? So the core is honestly our fundamental, that's our base for strength, you know? Our core and our legs, that's how we generate a lot of our power. The core stabilizes the back. So almost every type of exercise you do when you're learning technique, you want to engage and activate that core. All right, so we can't stress that enough. So that's why it's really important to kind of remember you work on your core almost with every exercise. Now, with core strength, static stretching, or not static stretching, static exercises with core, or isometric ones, is typically the better, right? They dominate over, let's say, leg swings or any exercise like that, okay? So what we're going to demonstrate right now is just the plank. So with the plank, all you simply got to do is make sure that your back and you're all the way from your shoulders, the back of your shoulders, all the way to the base of your heel is all the way straight. To the best of your ability. All right, then you want to engage your core, kind of tighten the core, and then we're going to hold that for about a minute. Okay, for demonstration purposes, I'm only going to hold it for a few seconds, but for you, make sure you hold it for a minute. All right. Start in this position. Next thing we're going to do, make sure your butt's straight down, and then you're going to hold your core. Our next exercise for core is going to be the bird dog. Okay, so the bird dog is very simple, but I'm going to go ahead and explain it while I'm actually doing the workout. Okay. So, great way. This exercise is really great for activating your core and strengthening and stretching your back. Okay. So simply going off fours. All right. When this exercise, you want to make sure you don't arch your back. All right. All you're going to do is simply balance on your weight. This is one of the keys to this exercise. As you lift, if I lift my left arm up, I want to make sure that my right leg goes up and back, right, in a straight motion. So just like this. You can go ahead and balance the weight, activate your core, and you want to hold this exercise for 5 seconds. Then you're going to return back, go ahead and do the next exercise. Then we'll return back. That is the bird dog. The next exercise is going to be the curl up. This is a very simple technique, really great for, well, kind of a better alternative for a sit-up. The sit-up is not necessarily the best for your back, but this goes ahead and it has a lot less pain threshold for your back, okay? And reduces the injury. So something we want to do is lay down your back, okay? You want to put your hands on your shoulders, not put it behind your head, just because so you can prevent any injuries from your neck. All right, cross your arms, keep your legs kind of at an angle. All you're going to simply do is pick one, lay down. You're going to look straight up with your chin straight up. And all you're going to do is lift your shoulders, your chin, your head up at the same time. All right, activate the rectus abdominis, and then go ahead and slowly come back down. You want to do about 2 sets of these and about 20 repetitions. All right, so that was a demonstration of the curl up. Another great core exercise, arguably one of the better ones or the best one, is going to be the kettlebell swings. This is a great way to teach for the hip hinge and also, like I said, just kind of keeping that general activation of your rectus abdominis. So, or basically your core, not just your rectus abdominis, right? So, simply, all you want to do is keep your legs shoulder width apart. Okay, like I said, you kind of work on that hip hinge. So essentially, you want to kind of engage more of your hamstrings. So when you bend down, you're going to put your legs, the weight between your legs, and then you're going to engage straight back up. Okay? So, in real time. Make sure that your core is activated and engaged through the entire workout. All right, this is our final our final core exercise, okay, with these programs. So essentially, all you're going to do, this is called the cable cross chop. All you're going to have is the handles either on the low pulley or the high. All right, this is whatever one you prefer. Regardless of what you do is make sure you grab the handle with 2 hands. Make sure your feet are shoulder width apart. You want to use your core to assist your pelvic as you're kind of thrusting or moving it, right? Have your hands down down and diagonally come across, keeping that core activated the entire time, and then slowly engage back. All right, and then continue to go back up. All right. Like I said, very crucial as your hips, your pelvic is moving, and as well with your arms moving up. Make sure that core engaged the entire time. Okay, now this is the most popular exercise, which is the bench press. So on Mondays and Fridays, we're going to be working on our presses and pulls, and then Wednesdays is more of like our squats. Okay, so with our bench press, like I said, you want to keep your foot planted. Right, you can push your feet back as far as your head as you want, but make sure your feet is planted on the ground. Okay. As well as your butt. Your butt has to remain in contact with the bench. It cannot be lifted off. Those will not count if you're trying to do competition as well, but also for safety. So, simply what you're going to do is go ahead and move it back. All right. The bar is going to be on your rack. Okay, so you want to make sure it's eye level. You're going to pull the bar off the rack, keep your hands shoulder width apart, and then when you pull it off of the rack, as it comes straight down, you want to put it right by your nipple. So right where it hits your nipple line, okay? Then you're going to explode back, kind of like in a J formation, okay? Or position. All right, then all the way back down to the nipple line, explode back up, and then you re-rack. Like I said, this is a full body workout, so you're going to be using your legs, like we demonstrated before, your core, shoulders, and as well as your pectoralis major as well. So those are the main functions of this bench press, but like I said, it's a full body workout. Another one of the presses is going to be the incline press. Very, very similar to the bench press and almost all fashions. You want to make sure that your legs are spread apart, okay, and make sure your feet are planted. You want to lean right back and have your back rest on the bench. So, shoulder width apart, you're going to grab the bar from the rack, all right, and then you can go ahead and just slowly come down, all right, make sure it touches your chest, then you want to explode straight back up, okay, keeping that core activated the entire time, all the way down, nice and controlled, touch, explode back up, and that is your incline press. With those bench presses, with the incline and just the bench press, I just want to go ahead and go over some of the added benefits. I know I didn't really cover it too much, but like I said, it's a whole body workout, great for the core and the shoulders, the pectoralis major, and then that explosion up. Right, so it's a great power exercise that you're definitely going to want to kind of master. As far as the sets and reps, it all depends on kind of which phase you're in. So let's say if you're in the off season, you're going to want to do more of the kind of, you want to work on your base fitness. So you can expect to have more volume. So you can see maybe 3 sets of 10 with your bench press. Same thing with your incline. So just a little added factor there is really going to increase your, especially as a power forward, that strength and that power while you're doing your workouts. Right? So next is our seated press, also called the military press. So one of the things with this press, right, is great for your triceps and your anterior, your medial, and your posterior deltoids. But you want to make sure that you want to avoid some injury risk. Right? So make sure you don't kind of arch your back too excessively. That can cause a lot of pressure on the spine. Can injure a vertebrae. But also when you start, right, you want to start with the weight by your ears. You want your traps to be parallel, okay? And then you want your shoulders to be as parallel as well, okay? All you're simply going to do is go straight up, fully extend, arm, elbows locked out. My elbows just naturally at birth can't lock out, so make sure your elbows lock fully out, okay? And then you want to slowly come back to the starting position where your your triceps are parallel and your shoulders are parallel as well. And then return it back safely. I'm not sure why I said shoulders are parallel, but just triceps will be parallel. All right, and then your arms is going to be straight. So this is the power clean. The power clean is great for generating power and strength, especially with jumping, as well as generating power in the pulling motion. So since you want to keep your shoulders a little wider than shoulder width apart, the bar is going to be by your shins. You want to keep your back neutral, arms straight as well. All you want to do is move up, keep your arms straight, shoulders back as well. Use your hip to kind of thrust the bar up with momentum, and then you want to quickly get underneath the bar, and then you want to stand straight back up, okay? And then safely return the bar back down to the ground. So this is the power snatch. The power snatch is a different variation of the actual snatch because you're not going ahead and squatting all the way back down. When you grab this, you're only going to bend your knees slightly when you pull it back up in the later ends of this motion. Same thing with the power clean. It's a different variation of the actual clean because you're not squatting all the way back down. So you're going to keep your hands slightly wider, shoulder width apart. You're going to grab the bar by the shins, neutral back, shoulders is going to go back as well. Keep your arms straight. You're not pulling with your arms, so you're going to go straight up till the bar reaches your quads. All right, you're going to thrust at the hips to kind of generate that force. All right, the arms will go up. You're going to have to quickly get underneath, grab the bar, and then you're going to stand straight back up. And then you're going to slowly return the bar back down. Next exercise is going to be the squat. All right, so you're going to place the squat right about on top of your traps. You're going to keep your feet kind of pointed, kind of diagonally out. Right. This is a great exercise when you're going to demonstrate your hip hinge. All you're simply going to do is keep your chest out, right, and then move your hips back. You should feel a lot of pressure on hamstrings. A lot of people have an issue of putting too much pressure on your quads, which is not the correct answer. So since you come down, your knees is going to be below parallel, and then you're going to shoot back up. Okay? Again, come down, below parallel, shoot back up, till you stand straight up. Moving on to our next exercise, which is a lunge. All right, you're going to place the bar, or you can use dumbbells for the lunge. All you're simply going to do is take a step forward. Okay, exaggerated step forward, bending all the way down till your knees touch the ground. Your heel should be on the ground, should not be lifted up like I just did. And then you want to shoot right back up. And you can do another forward step or back up. You switch back, and then you come down. Shoot back up. It would be a little bit better if you were to take a couple of steps forward, but you can't do it stationary as well. The next exercise is a leg press. With leg press, you want to make sure that your feet are firmly planted on the platform. You want to make sure it's kind of high up. Right? Keep that chest up, core engaged. You can use the assistant handlebars as well. All you simply want to do is press all the way out. You're not going to have your legs fully locked out, depending on what leg press machine you're on. Then you want to slowly come back down, keep that eccentric motion. Make sure it doesn't stop, because if you go too far up, the weight's going to stop. You want to explode and press back up. Keep that eccentric contraction and explode back up. Right? Do not let it hit like it just hit right there. That's enough. Okay, so another exercise we're going to go ahead and demonstrate is the pull-up. Pull-up is great for your back, one of the best lat workouts, okay, because you're getting that full range of motion. You want to make sure that with the pull-up, you're going to use go all the way down, keep it about a shoulder. It's actually a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. You want to make sure you go all the way back down, and then you're going to explode all the way back up. Make sure your head is over the bar, and then you're going to come all the way back down. All right? Body tension. That's the pull. Next exercise is going to be the bicep curl, okay? So this is another great way to kind of get overall fitness and strength, base strength, and almost every part of your body. Now, you don't have to do just compound movements. You do accessory movements such as this, which is just going to keep demonstration of bicep curl. You want to keep your elbows kind of tight in, close in. You want to bend almost just at the elbow, right? So you want it to go all the way up to where it's tension. You won't go all the way up to where it's like the tension is gone. Where the muscle is still, the bicep is still under tension. You will slowly come back down before it hits rest or full range of motion. It's all the way back down here. You're going to stop and come all the way back up. Down, all the way up. You want to limit a lot of different movements and you just want to isolate that particular muscle. Moving on to leg curl, very simple. All you're going to do is find a leg curl machine. Go ahead and sit on it. Make sure that the machine is adjusted to you to prevent any injuries. And then all you're going to do is make sure that the adjustments is right. All right. Once you find the right adjustments, you're going to all the way down with the leg curl. Curl your legs in, and then you're going to slowly come back up to where your legs are still under tension. And then go ahead and explode back down all the way up. It's a great hamstring workout. You want to keep your hamstring strong. So you're going to kind of prevent that hamstring injuries. A lot of hamstring injuries occur because the quad's a little too stronger, than the hamstring. So when you're running or doing the hamstring movements, the leg gets carried forward, and the hamstring is not strong enough to kind of resist that motion. So it's very important to have a strong hamstring base. This is a demonstration of the leg curl. So as of right now, I do not necessarily have a hill for me to sprint up, nor do I have a basketball court that will allow me to go ahead and forward in that gym, or kind of a track nearby. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate kind of like verbally how you would like to do this. With hill sprints, it's very, very simple. You're going to find a nice steep hill. Okay, at the base of the hill, you're going to obviously, where it's kind of flat, you're going to sprint up as hard as you can, driving up that hill, okay? And you want to make sure you use your arms as momentum to go all the way up the hill. Then you want to jog, your rest is you're jogging down, and you want to go ahead and sprint all the way back up again. You're going to do that 8 times. Moving on to the 3/4 of the court, all right? This is very simple. You're going to go on the basketball court, and then you're going to start from the baseline. You're going to sprint all the way till you get 3/4 of the court down, which is by the opposite side of the opposite free throw line, and then you're going to sprint all the way back down. Okay, this is very important, especially for your position. Your position as a power forward, you do the most running and most kind of movements as far as distance, throughout the game, with the guards and the center. The forwards are doing a lot more motion, right? Running. So, and then with the 200 and 400 meter, you use a track, right? That's going to be designated where the 200 and 400 meter, 200 to 400 meter range is at, and then you're going to go ahead and sprint that track, okay? And that's really about it as far as those motions are very simple. I can't demonstrate it just because of the time as far as the cameraman, as well as me bringing the camera in certain places. So with the next exercise is jogging 2 miles. This is going to be more on your Tuesdays and Thursdays, right? Your endurance workouts. So essentially go on the track, okay, go ahead and run each lap about 8 times, okay? That's your 2 miles. Run each lap, you go ahead and jog it. No need to go ahead and sprint it. At the same time, do not take your time towards about a walk, right? Nice steady jog, you're going to improve your endurance, as well with the sprinting exercises that you have been doing, which is the hill sprints, the 3/4 court sprints, and the 200 to 400 meter sprints. This all together on the Tuesdays and Thursdays is going to increase your endurance. So going into more of the plyometric sides, which is going to be on the Tuesdays and Thursdays, to start off, we're going to do a calf jumps. Very, very simple exercise. Shoulders going to be shoulder width apart. Hands is going to be on your thighs, right? And all you're simply going to do is make sure your knees are slightly bent. You're going to go ahead and jump in place for 10 repetitions, okay? All the way to 10. Next exercise with plyometrics is going to be the squat jump, right? Very simple. All you're simply going to do is keep your arms by your side. Make sure your knees are bent, have your knees back, okay? Squat down like how we talked about before. All right, you're going to just lean down slightly, all right? Arms up, arms to your back. Shoot up, come back down, go squat motion, then jump back up. One thing you don't want to do is just stop. You have to go back on squatting motion. So if you don't, something you don't want to do shoot back up, and then just stop, just like this. Okay, that's too much pressure on your joints. You gotta go all the way down to the squat position, and then explode back up. And coming on to our last plyometric exercise is the box jump. The box jump is one of the better exercises for explosion as far as jumping. And with your position as power forward, you're going to have to jump really quick and a lot. Okay? So what we're going to do, very simple. We're going to squat down and then explode up. You want to try to land on the platform, okay? And then slowly come back down. All right? So here's a demonstration. The box jump. Alright, moving down to the ending portion of the program, which is static stretching. Remember, static stretching, you want to do it at the end of your workout, so you do not want to do it in the beginning. This right here is called the supine alternated hamstring stretch. So, essentially what you're going to do, slowly find your back, grabs one in the back of the hamstring, right? Pull it up to as far as you can to your chest. Alright, you want to hold that until you feel a good stretch in your hamstring for 10 to 20 seconds. Okay? And then after 10 to 20 seconds, you steam your knee, so you can start to feel that. Once you steam your knee, you'll definitely feel that stretch right in the upper portion of your hamstring. Okay? And you want to hold that there. Alright, and then you want to recover, bring it back to the original position. Go ahead and grasp the next knee, hamstring, all the way, try to put as close to your chest, and then all the way up, and all the way back down. So moving forward to our lunge stretch, this is another part of our static stretching. All you're simply going to do is go ahead and dig down. Alright, you want your knee to be over your toe. The knee should not be over your toe, just parallel. Alright. You want your knee to go as far as possible. Alright, hands on the hips, and then your hips directly down. Alright, let's stand up. Okay? A lot of the stress in the quadriceps, and you're going to hold this for 10 to 30 seconds. Alright. With the lunge stretch, you want to also do the same thing with the opposite side, not just one side. So moving on to another one of our static stretches, which is the supine trunk stretch. Preferably, in my opinion, in the army, we call this the single leg over, and it's one of my favorite stretches, especially for the hips. So simply what you're going to do is lay down, try to keep your shoulders and your back on the ground, and keep your head on the ground as well. All you want to do is grab whatever shoulder or knee you're working out, whatever side you're working out, or twist it over. Like I said, try to keep your shoulders and back on the ground, hands on the ground as well. We're going to hold this position for about 10 to 30 seconds. Now, if you hold it for that long, turn it back to the middle. We'll go ahead and grab the other side, turn it back over, and we're going to hold it as well. Supine tuck exercise. Now moving on to the standing side stretch. What you want to do is keep your feet shoulder width apart. Alright, all you want to simply do is take one hand, put it over your head until you twist. Not twist, just bend slightly to the opposite side. Okay? You keep your hand and your forearm on your hip. Alright, make sure you're bending directly sideways so you're not kind of canting any other way. Alright, you're going to hold that for about 10 to 30 seconds, which is a great stretch, and then turn back to the middle, and then you want to do the opposite side. Okay? And that's the demonstration of the standing side stretch. So, moving on to our last static stretch, which is our chest stretch. Simply what you want to do is stand about 2 to 3 feet away from a fixed position, a wall, or in this case, a pole. So all you simply want to do is make sure your arm is parallel, all right, straight out. And all you want to do is twist, all right, until you feel the chest, all right, feel that stretch in the chest. You want to hold that for about 10 to 20 seconds, and then you go ahead and return it back, and then you do it on the opposite side. Very simple motion. That is the chest stretch. So one thing I did not mention is after your endurance training, you want to make sure you have a proper cool down. So for example, when you're doing the jogs, when you're doing the sprints, or doing the runs, you want to make sure you cool down. Right? The reason why is because when you go ahead and exert yourself for these endurance workouts, sprints, whatnot, you got all this blood flowing. If you don't cool down properly, all that blood is going to rush back to your heart, and that can cause heart issues and other damaging issues as far as your health. So make sure you have about a good 2 to 5 minute cool down. That can be something as simple as just a simple walk or, like I said, jog. Really, just something to cool down the body. Okay, so I hope this video helps you as far as incorporating this program into your already regimen. One thing we did focus on is make sure you're incorporating basketball on each one of these days. Remember, workouts and anything in the gym is not going to substitute skill. Skill is the very most important part if you're going to try to improve what you're trying to improve. For example, if you want to be a better power forward, you want to go ahead and actually play the game. Okay, play the position that you know how to play. This program is just going to help you to reach and surpass your goals, okay, and make you faster, stronger, and make sure you have great endurance. Right, so you follow this step by step, like I said before, with the dynamic warm-ups, your actual core training, then your workouts, and then you go ahead and do your cool down and do your static stretching, and then that's going to definitely help you as far as, like I said, be the best power forward you can be. I wish you all the best of luck. Please let me know how this program helps you out. And if you need any other questions, you can always contact me with my email, pwbeast.pro@gmail.com. Like I said before, my name is KETTLEBELL. Hope you have a great day.